Well, I added some nether brick fences, and I think it looks rather nice for our little nether totem summoning temple thing that we're making that's, well, Pikmin keep on walking out of this portal, and it's kind of creepy. I'm not even going to lie. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new Minecraft video delivered right on the channel. It is getting nighttime, a perfect theme to watch the sunset as we proceed forth into another creepy video. As always, a creepypasta that we're going to be talking about, a real story creepypasta. For those that don't know, I usually talk about real stories and the, like how they are developed in, like maybe like a game that we know, and seeing how it transitions into the real story that it actually is, because we know a lot of characters are based off popular games. Now, these games are usually made based off these characters is what I'm trying to say. So like this topic in the video that we're talking about, or the topic that we're talking about today in today's video, is of course no other than Slenderman himself. Now, Slenderman is a topic, a character that, well, many people are aware of Slenderman, because Slenderman has been something that hit the internet with a massive storm, and well, in the process of this, Slenderman grew in popularity, but there's a dark past in history with Slenderman and everything that he is. But this is what I will say before we dive into this video. If you're not a subscriber, dude, hit the subscribe button already. Join us and many others as we continue on a journey to rise up. I mean, every like, every comment helps contribute to more videos being posted on the channel. I want to upload as much content that I can to each and every individual out there. We have tons of content on this channel, ranging from creepypastas to Minecraft Let's Plays and things of other greatness. But I will say this, be sure to enable post notifications by ringing the bell and making it go ding. That's going to pretty much enable you guys to get notified of every future video. Enabling post notifications is a really important thing, dude. I'm not even just saying that like it's a... Why is there a drowned over here coming out of the water thinking he's something special? Anyways, drowns like to come out of the water at night and roam around and try to get into mischief, which, would you expect anything less from the good old drowns, right? But anyways... So that's what I get to saying. I always say drop your comments, say hello so I can like a comment or two. I always like to read every single comment, and that's not even a game. I read so many comments every day. I'm like, dude, what am I even doing with my life? But I love reading comments from you guys, and it's always such a rewarding thing to hear what you guys are saying. Be it if it's positive, negative, or just criticism to any extent, it's still welcomed, and I think it's a wonderful thing. So yeah, today I will say, guys, strap in for a video unlike any other as we talk about our main presentation and subject, which is Slenderman. We're going to be talking about the real story of Slenderman, which the reason why I felt like this was a presentable thing to talk about, and I felt like it was the perfect time to talk about something like this, is simply for the reason... there we go. We gonna patch that up like a 1, 2, 3 action there. Now, that's pretty much it. We did it. We got all that fixed around the little fences there. But, yeah, the reason why I felt like talking about Slenderman was appropriate today is because I don't think a lot of people, or a lot of people of the next up-and-coming generation, know much about the whole story of Slenderman. Or it may be kind of new to some people, and they're not aware, because it is an old story, and it's been around for a while, so this is the perfect time to kind of reinstill in everybody's mind the true story behind Slenderman, and everything is the real story of Slenderman. Let's begin. So I want to go ahead and talk about this and go over this. This has been around maybe 2014. It was more dominant as well, but basically 2 girls were charged with a stabbing on a classmate on behalf of a mythical creature or entity that they entailed as what we know of Slenderman now. So yeah, it's kind of weird, and it does base around these girls that were kind of like maybe onset to schizophrenia. They were a little bit crazy, to say the least, which actually I do believe lessened their prison time to a lot, because I don't know, they didn't even get much prison time, I don't believe, for the stabbing, which I do believe they killed the girl. It's really weird. Anyways, let's kind of go into the synopsis of who Slenderman is and what this really entails. We know of the Slenderman game, right? The Slenderman game, super popular, everyone's played it, Slenderman haunting you and stuff, but there's a much more real story behind it, and well, this is kind of what it entails. He lurks in the background of gritty black and white photos, a gaunt, too tall figure with skeletal limbs. Some say he lives in the woods and eats children, a kind of demon descended from the Eastern European myth. Some say he stalks human prey indiscreetly and wherever he can find it, in basements, outside half-open windows, alongside lonely streets late at night when only occasionally a headlight cuts off down the road. Some say he has no face, others say that his face looks different to anyone that sees him. But whatever they say, everyone generally agrees at one point that Slenderman, perhaps the internet's best and scariest legend, is indeed a legend, an invented character that can be traced back quite linearly in an obscure forum in 2009. Now, this is kind of saying that back in 2009, someone photoshopped some images of like the Slenderman entity, but it still doesn't really add up in my personal opinion, and I'll go in that a little bit later. But because, and here's why it doesn't really add up, because of the children and how this kind of entailed from just like that forest. So tragically and chillingly, 2 12-year-old girls in like Wisconsin somewhere, I do believe, seem to have no relation to any of that. And on Saturday, one very dreadful Saturday, the girls lured a friend into the woods and stabbed her like 19 times. Now, this could be fiction. This could be a completely fictional actually, I think this is actually not fiction, but the story of Slenderman and his complete origins and what he is as like this tall, slender man could be fictional. But the stabbing and stuff, I'm pretty sure this is valid, and there's like police files on this that you can look up. But the reason they did this was specifically for a tribute to an entity, or kind of like a ritualistic approach towards Slenderman. So the girl they stabbed, I think, was in hospitalized condition, but it's still, I didn't read much on the case specifically, but still, that's kind of crazy, right? But many people do not believe Slenderman is real. One of the girls said, according to the criminal complaint, we wanted to prove the skeptics wrong. So maybe with like in like a crazy like sense, like, when it comes to like spirituality and stuff, many people believe demons or entities are talking to them, telling them to, kill this person and sacrifice this person, do some crazy ritual or something. Maybe these children were a little bit, in a sense, not mentally ill, and they thought something in relation like, oh, we need to prove that Slenderman is like our Lord and Savior or something crazy like that, right? I mean, it is definitely odd, and I'm not even gonna lie. So it continues, like the invention of this monster, like the whole idea of Slenderman just continues to get more and more invasive. Oof, wow, what is that view? But and expanding, right? So originally, I really think it just got super popular with the whole stabbing incident, and on top of that, people are still saying, the 2009 foreign post Photoshop or whatever, but still, it is really weird that something like this could develop, and it's all anonymous, even like this forum post, if this was like a forum post, quote unquote, of a Photoshop image, then it's still kind of weird. How do you Photoshop an image like this? You know what I'm saying? How do you kind of just do that? Or if this was real, wouldn't you want to tell people that it's Photoshop? Wouldn't you want to tell people like, no, this is not real. You don't have to worry about this. Or there could be something deep that runs here, It could be like at first they're like, no, it's just Photoshop. Don't worry about it, to ease in the people that it's something that they should not have to worry about because, Photoshop. It's simply some Photoshop, nothing that anyone should have to worry about. Now, I think that would be a great thing to tell the general public, because if you told the general public like, hey, Slenderman really exists, he's out here abducting children, just stalking any open window, like, guys, don't leave any windows open, don't leave your door open, because next thing you know, you're going to go to your hallway, to brush your teeth before you go to bed, and there's a tall skeletal man just standing there with a white face, and then it's like, no, thank you. I'll have to decline on all offers, and I'll come back tomorrow to maybe for a refund. But, so it definitely is odd in many different ways. Now, do I think Slenderman is something that we should be on alert about? I think ever since I've found out about Slenderman and the games, like kind of originating into the core that they have of the games and like the skull, everything that Slenderman is, I think I would definitely be terrified if I ran into Slenderman out. Like if I was just walking in like the forest at night, I'm like, first off, why would I be in the forest at night walking? That's already asking for problems. But I'd be like, and then if I saw Slenderman there, I'd be like, I'd be going back the other way, and I'd be like, no, thank you. It was a nice offer. I really appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to decline on meeting you there. So yeah, who knows, guys? This could be completely fiction, but either way, the myth, the legend, Slender, that's the real story. It does have some roots. It does have some kind of bizarreness of these children that happen to take things to extreme lengths, and where they were in their mind, and if something was controlling their mind in some greater origin and sense that we are not aware of, then that is something that would call for a whole new topic to talk about in general. So with that aside though, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the real story of Slenderman. I thought it would be amazing to kind of revisit the story and kind of go back to the origins of everything, because we always see Minecraft video. Dude, what are you doing? Sir, that's not appropriate, man. That's my boat, not yours, dude. Now, I know there's no other boats out here, but dude, do you mind? I'm trying to film a video and you're over here hopping in the boat and stuff. Shut up, dude. Don't be so loud. Anyways, This is weird, guys. I try to make videos and then it's like, look, you're not going to get no creepypasta content with Minecraft gameplay in the background anywhere else. That's just facts. I'm a unique entity here on YouTube. But anyways, I appreciate all love and support. Like I said, guys, if you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I always like making these videos. Every time you guys leave a like or a comment, it inspires me to continue doing this. If I don't see a lot of likes, what's the point of filming video, or like what's the point and not filming videos, but what's the point in like uploading more videos related to like real stories and creepypastas? Because that kind of tells me like, okay, people maybe don't like the creepypasta videos, so we might want to go focus on something else. So like the likes do have a big thing when it comes to the channel, guys, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you all in the next video, dude. Awesome stuff.